Jessica!
Red versus Blue has started, so we're back. And this is going to go up for, they're doing a fun little thing where it's like we get sponsors, and then 24 hours later we get people who are logged into the website, and then a week later we get it for the public. So if you're watching this, I sincerely hope that you're one of the people who is logged into the website, because that's when this is going up. If you're not, then you're kind of spoiling yourself on the audio.
Wait a week, or get a sponsorship.
Get a sponsorship.
They're
doing a 30-day free trial. Do the thing with the stuff. It'll be great. Also, I'm not embedding the episode for this one, partially because attempting to rip anything from Rooster Teeth is a pain and a half and my computer doesn't like me. And partially because, again, it doesn't technically go public for a week. And I'd rather not play with the copyright gods. So, that said, Season 14, Episode 1, Room 0. That shook out really well. Let's watch this.
Da, 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 da. Hello, kitty.
You know it's animated, but aside from that...
It's this animated thing? We've already seen this.
You sure?
Like years ago. We've seen this before.
It's 7 minutes long. Was the first one 7 minutes long?
Yeah. I love it, don't get me wrong, but we've seen it before.
Section 0. Oh, crap. That's like a million sections away. We have to fight our way through this whole place? They'll be dead by then.
Well, this is good because anybody who didn't have the DVD.
That's true.
It looks like a pretty straight run, but it's low in a car. How long?
And it is gorgeous animation.
Almost a kilometer. So, our choice is a bunch of small rooms filled with a ton of enemies.
Or one long room filled with a ton of enemies.
Or we can give up.
I say we give up.
We can't stop now. We're only in the first room. No, according to what you said, we're not even in the first room. 0. But it's okay, since we did our best. No one can possibly ask me.
But this is as if Red vs. Blue was an anime,
Yeah.
and I would watch the crap out of it.
Oh my god, yes.
I was
What are you
actually,
talking about?
like-
It doesn't sound like surrendering. Let me see. You're waiting for it for working here.
Actually, it was this where...
Oh, look at me. I'm 7. I have a computer. I don't have to show it to anyone. I'm just going to push all the buttons.
Oh, it looks so pretty.
How do I shut this door?
I will say, it was doing stuff like this, where they wanted to do more physical comedy, and that's why they did this. But given the production constraints with this, and having to work with third parties and everything like that, it proved to be a lot more difficult than anticipated. So this is one of the reasons that prompted them to hire Monty Ohm in the first place. For anybody who didn't know. I know you know.
Yeah.
So you're in agree.
In case I forget to say it later.
I miss church.
Someone's going to get killed in a storm.
Like Alpha Church. I miss church.
Alpha a lot.
Oh my god, there's like a million of these things.
I mean, Epsilon had his own funny bits, but I really
I
miss
miss
church
church.
proper.
And there's a perturbed looking jackal.
Hey, you guys doing back there? You guys are rocking. Stop moving around.
Well, it's funny because they did a few voices of some of the grunts in the Halo games.
Ow. What are you doing back there? Stop doing it. We're doing greater. Please. That little bastard talking me. Get out of the place.
Oh, Susie.
Hey guys, yeah, that's too high. Guys, too high, guys. Too high? Ow! Ow!
Oh man,
Oh man.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh man.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, they added more.
How many times do I have to relive this bullshit?
It wasn't 7 minutes.
Baby, calm down. Hey, I'm yours, man. You don't know me. Actually, dumbass, I do. I'm you. I know you know. It's just a figure of speech. Who's a dumbass now? Still you. Ow! Maybe you learn. Or we just have a glass jaw. So, what did we learn this time?
Nothing.
Antagonize
How many
Hey,
times did they
we knew what we were getting into when we started this. Chasing after techs in here won't be easy. We can try to change things, but it's entirely possible that we're still going to relive our memories over and over and over and over. Okay, I get it. I guess it's time for another animation. Any bright ideas this time around? What if we killed your goose? Well, maybe me feel a little better. Good point. All right, let's get this started. Hey, Tucker! I think the Reds just got a delivery.
Oh. Okay. That music. Oh, that music.
So much for church proper. Oh man.
Well, admittedly, the first minute and a half of that was church proper.
Well, initially it was church proper.
Yeah.
That bit.
Space. It's like
Is this the trailer?
I think so. Well, I mean, if this is all going to be on the same DVD.
maybe.
That's true.
It's got all sorts of stuff in it too. I'm talking about aliens, humans, canyons, spaceships.
Alright, that makes sense. Start with something we've seen, segue into something that's new. I will say I was wishing that, you know, we get this nice pan out of the Epsilon unit, and I was really hoping for Wash or Caboose or Carolina or someone
Yeah.
to just...
I was hoping we'd go right into them infiltrating the facility.
Ah. I will have to wait another week or another few weeks or God knows how long for my freelancer fix. Or another 5 seconds
I
because
was-
this trailer.
I was not expecting the
Some of them look kind of weird.
the epilogue of that scene to hit me.
The whole race is about
I thought that was it.
open.
It's the musical cue.
Come with me.
It's definitely that music.
What the hell was that? I think it was a window.
Oh,
Oh, no. He said window, not door. A window? Just on its own? You're not attached to anything? What the hell's a window doing in the middle of space? I don't know. Just keep flying!
Oh.
Get a little bit more. Blood Valley. I don't know what that was, but it was gorgeous.
What the heck was that? I think it was a logo.
One stop motion with Halo figurines. Oh my god. 0 Rooms, written and directed by Miles Luna.
The
Ah.
you know,
Interesting that we have all these credits right now.
I didn't realize that that anthology series meant different mediums until
Yeah.
just now.
The
It's
other
like-
thing is, one of the going theories is that, oh.
Ooh, new stuff.
One of the going theories is that rocket jumps will be live action, for example. So that's, I can't wait for Ernest Clines. For those of you who are like, that doesn't sound like a Rooster Teeth name. No, that's the guy that wrote Ready Player One. And if you have not read Ready Player One, you either need to go out to a library or a bookstore and get yourself a copy of Ready Player One, or go out to a library or a bookstore, or Amazon, I believe, and get the audiobook of Ready Player One narrated by Will Wheaton. And read it, or listen to it. It's amazing. I'm really super happy, so I'm really super excited for all of this.
I want more of this animation.
It looks
I
like
wanted
we're getting more animation.
I wanted
At some
more of
point.
this animation years ago when they initially showed this at a convention when we were still in college.
Congrats, you just got more of this animation.
Yeah, no, it's so pretty. And I always wanted more of it, but then they started incorporating animated stuff into their actual series.
Yeah.
This became obsolete. There wasn't a need for it anymore because they had a means of being able to incorporate it in the show. So that made this its own little special nugget of, just a one-off. It was great. So seeing that added onto it, oh man. putting it in a completely different context.
Yeah. Holy hell.
I mean, you heard me at the very beginning. I'm like, we've seen this. Whatevs. Shut up, Megan. You don't know anything. Shut up.
Admittedly, it was the exact same thing. I was about to be really disappointed. Like, we're gonna start off our anthology series with something that we've had for years. Oh my god, there's more.
Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up and watch. That's what I need to.
Shut up and dance with me.
I was thinking more Scream 4. Shut up and watch the movie. Can't argue with that.
We do different things. Anyway,
yeah.
I am so excited for this season.
It's gonna be fun. I mean,
It's
gonna be fun.
I keep forgetting how much red versus blue puts me through the emotional ringer. Like, I keep looking forward to it going, it's a great show, it's really funny, I really enjoy it, and then I remember that Wash is my favorite character, but even then it's like, you know, you kind of get used to that level of trauma, and then you sit here and you watch this and you go, oh, it's a recursion story. Oh, this is Epsilon still trying to, oh, that music, oh. The music is always so ridiculously good. And it's really, really good at tearing at your heartstrings and straight up fucking with you.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering when they played the Metas theme at one point and just freaked out half the world. I'm like,
yeah. Reconstruction is still my favorite season. Like, this is 14 and Reconstruction is still my favorite. So going back to like that era is something that still very much hits me in the area where I'm pretty sure I would have a heart. Yeah. If I had a heart, that's where it would be.
8 is still my favorite season, but holy cow, 13 is pretty far up there at this point. I was super impressed with 13.
I mean,
And
good
with
stuff all
everything
around.
it did.
But point being is that we're getting anthology from the entire span of Red versus Blue canon. Like anything, we can see anything at this point, from prequel stuff, I assume future stuff.
Side characters. I'd love to see what happened on Sidewinder before Tex showed up.
Yeah, I'd love.
Even though that was probably all a lie.
I'd love to see what Vic has
God,
been
that's
up
depressing.
to for the last X amount of years.
Here, so, yeah.
Yeah,
Straight
no,
up,
good
what
stuff.
do you want to see in this series?
What do I mean? It's hard to just not say freelancer stuff. I want more Carolina stuff in particular.
Oh my god, yes.
Um,
Carolina in the years between the ship crash and showing the fuck up.
Carolina.
Same for me. Wash. In the years between the ship crash and when we see him in Recovery 1.
Carolina, Connie, Tex, anything more with those three ladies would be absolutely great.
Sign me up, I am down.
But honestly, I'm up for anything new, because as much as I love this series for a show that runs for 14 seasons, I mean, you see it with The Simpsons, a lot of times shows can get into a lull, and this show hit a lull for a little while, as much as we love it, and that's why it was so good for Reconstruction to shake things up as much as it did. And same with this latest trilogy. It was like a return to form, but then it shook things up a little bit. So I'm just looking forward to something new.
I want Chorus at the beginning of the war. I want to see it. I want it like the Animatrix, what do they call it? The Second Renaissance, parts 1 and 2, where it shows you how the war with the machines started.
Yes.
I want that for Chorus. I want to see how hiring Locus and hiring Felix came about. I want to see like how this entire thing started, because we have the government versus the rebels, whatever thing, but it's not always that easy. And part of it is Civil War came out this weekend, and we both saw it, and we're on opposite teams. But it's one of those
Woo!
Team Man. But it's one of those things with the Cap and Man show. Come on.
Screw the patriarchy!
Okay, let's be real.
Anyway.
Team T'Challa.
That's what you are. I'm still team.
Yeah,
anyway.
Skippy, that's what I am.
Anyway,
so it's not always a cut and dry story, especially when it comes down to war, and that's something that the series has definitely shown us. So I would love to see how that came about, how that built up. I doubt that that's something that's going to be addressed. Honestly, I feel like all these things that we've mentioned are kind of what you think of as fan fiction moments. Like, people have gotten really good at going in and filling in the big gaps in this series, because that's what we do as fic authors. We go in and we're like, well, what happened there? Let me tell you that story. I honestly think we're going to get a lot of side stuff. We're going to get some freelancer missions that we've never seen before that aren't necessarily plot relevant, but boy are they fun to watch. We're going to get characters we've never seen. We're going to get Blood Gulch stuff that we haven't seen. We're going to see, you know, the Blood Gulch teams come together. We're going to see whatever. I don't think we're going to get any of the stuff that we're overtly asking for in terms of, I specifically want to see what happened here. But in terms of Blood Gulch, freelancers, new stories, I think we'll get the big overarching. And I think that we will be happy with what we get.
Can I make a request in terms of like a wish list, like pie in the sky?
Do
that I
it.
kinda want?
Do it.
Looking at this animated thing again, I want to see Spartan 1337. I know that's not a Rooster Teeth thing, but I want to see them meet Spartan 1337 and the adventures that they go on.
An animated movie.
I would watch the shit out of that. I would watch the shit out of that.
And tell me that it wouldn't do well as a theatrical release. Come on, make it a tug event like we do, and release it in theaters. We'll go nuts.
I don't know if they'd recoup the budget, but yeah, I would be all in favor of that.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Because animation's expensive, guys.
Mhm.
Super expensive. Anywho,
Ruby is made on the equivalent of a handful of Cheetos and the change that you find in the couch.
and it's
And it looks
amazing.
really fucking
It's
good for
amazing that it looks as good as it does.
Because it does not have the animation budget of Avatar: The Last Airbender or...
Pretty sure it didn't
Anything.
have this animation
No,
budget.
it didn't.
Oh.
There were like, what, 12 people working on it to start?
Anyway.
They didn't sleep. We talked
Pretty
about
sure
he'd been up for 36 hours. Sure,
Jeez.
sure.
Anywho,
Anyway,
this was a really good start.
this was glorious.
And I hope that people like us who had seen this bit before didn't give up on it so quickly. Like, because I feel
doubt
like
it.
a lot of people would have started watching it and then went, I've seen it before.
But I
would've
feel like
closed
a
the
lot
window.
of people would have remembered that that bit wasn't 7 minutes long. It was like 3.
I forgot.
I know.
Anyway,
I expect you to know these things.
it's been a couple of years since I've sat down and watched
It's been a
this.
while.
Anyway, all in all, good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
looking forward to more.
I'm so excited for this season. Of course, we're doing the after show that's going to start probably early June. We'll keep you updated for the dates on that. We have our panel set. We're figuring out what day. We're going to have guests. It's going to be a grand old time. In the comments, in these lovely little comment things, tell us what you want to see. What do you want out of this season? What bits do you want filled in this anthology? Get as general or specific as you would like. Also tell us whose episode are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to Rocket Jump? Are you looking forward to see what Barbara does? Or Shannon? Like I said, I am down for Ernest Cline. I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That's gonna be fun.
So yeah, thank you so much. See you next week.